Hey guys, Sedwood here, and I'm going to show you a project I've been working on in Minecraft. After watching Etho's latest video, well, I'd been working on this before, but Etho mentioned making one of these in his world, so I finished it up and decided to make a video of it. It is a automatic wheat farm, and I think it's pretty cool. Let me just show you what it looks like. Here. Basically, it's just these rows of wheat growing, and when I press the button, water will be released, and it'll harvest all this. They'll fall down into the water channel, and all three layers will just drop straight down. And I just attached a simple pulse lengthener to a button, so a button would work. And it's actually not all that hard. I'll show you the wiring. We go up here. Basically, it just takes the an inverted signal, and it just powers these, and they press a block down, which keeps the water in check. The water in right there. Come on, there we go. So these press down a block. These sticky pistons press down a block, which keeps the water in, and it and when I press the button, it undoes it, and it unpowers the sticky pistons, so the block comes up and the water goes down, and it harvests the wheat. And it goes around to the other side, and then there's just some vertical wiring taking it up. Goes around and goes to the third layer right here. And this is, I just made it so it was stackable. So like if you have, so I just so you can just use like MC Edit, and then you can copy and paste it one on top of another on top of another. I think it is, how many blocks? Let me see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you count that redstone. So it's 8 blocks high for each level, and you get a decent crop. It's actually pretty good. Let me just show you. Jump down. Okay, so press this button right here, and stupid squid. And as you can see, hold on a second. I'll just kill him. As you can see, you get a whole ton of stuff. Yeah, it's actually lagging my game. I went down to 10 frames per second. But it's also pretty bad because I'm using the water shader mod. But as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 stacks of wheat just by pressing one button. So that is why it's not working. It's supposed to eventually turn itself off, but I forgot to add some redstone here to the pulse lengthener. So it doesn't actually turn itself off. There we go. Now it should turn itself off. There you go. And now the water stops up there. And none of the soil is harmed. So like if you want to go replant some, all you have to do is just climb up the side here. Go to the trapdoor, drop down, close it, and then you can just climb up into stupid wire glitches. We can just climb up in here, and you can just plant both sides. And I'll just plant some of this, and then I'll use my Somnia mod, which if for those of you who don't know, it simulates the world at an accelerated speed. So I'll just use that to show you guys that actually does grow. There we go. Sleep. Yes. And I'll come back once this is done because the recording slows it down. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, as soon as I stopped recording, it jumped up to 25 times normal speed. And as you can see, it does actually grow. And that's because it has a space above the grown plant, the fully grown plant. And these glowstone are just to provide enough light so I don't get anything spawning in here, and it lets the wheat grow. So if we just go to a backup of the save I had, and let me just fix. Let me just fix the pulse. Can't say it right. Pulse lengthener. There we go. Here our inventory, and let's harvest another thing, just so I can show you like an average of how much I get usually. Yeah, you get a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Seems to be slowing down. I'll hit the button again and make sure just to flush out any last leftovers. Okay, that seems to be it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's just because that's how many plants I have. But you get a whole ton of it, and it's modular, so it's just in. It's how big is it? I think this is 18 by 18. It's 18 by 18 by 8, which is right. Yes, 2,592 blocks cubed, but it has an area of 324. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, it does. 324 blocks. So, and because it's 8, that means if you're going from sea level, you can stack up 8 levels of this. If you're going from like absolute bedrock, you can stack up 16 layers of this. So I think it works pretty good, and I hope you guys like it. It took me quite a bit to just figure out how I was gonna do it, because if you use pistons to like push the wheat off, it destroys the farmland. So you have to use water so you don't kill off the farmland. And this way is nice because not only will mobs not spawn in here, but yeah, the evil mobs won't spawn here, but the passive mobs won't either because at least there's a very small chance because there's like water everywhere, so that leaves very few blocks that they can actually spawn on. And if you wanted, you could actually replace the oops, wrong spot. Stone. Yeah, if you really want to make sure that nothing will trample your stuff. Oh, come on. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, if you really want to make sure nothing could trample your stuff, you just make this ceiling under the floor underneath the dirt. You could just make it fence posts, because then even if something did spawn there, which is pretty unlikely, it wouldn't trample your stuff. So I hope you guys like it. And yeah, I should have another Let's Play episode coming out sometime relatively soon. So, this has been Sudwood with Minecraft. See ya.